Hi, Gayla and Detta here. I've been talking about a concept with a lot of clients lately, both with practitioners and with my one-to-one clients, and it's really resonated deeply with them. So I thought I might share it and see if it does something similar for you as well. So this isn't actually an original concept. This is something that I learned from Robert Middleton, and he was talking about it particularly in relationship to marketing. But I found it fascinating to consider it in connection with everything that we do. So I'm just going to share my screen here. Okay, this is the willing and possibilities grid. So we've got here a little grid, and we've got here, this is the willing axis, and this is the possibilities axis. So this is less willing, less possibilities. This is more possibilities, more willing over here. So this is a really interesting thing that you can have a look at and think about. How do you feel about doing certain things? So if we have a little think about what these different areas look like. So if we go, first of all, for example, to here, which is less willing and less possibility. So this is all the kind of negative. We're not willing to do something, and we don't see that there's any possibility. So we think there's no possibility, there's no point, we're unwilling, what's the point here? So the thing with that, when we're in that kind of place, is if you think about it, how is that going to make you feel if you're in that kind of place? And, you know, it's basically, you're just not going to ever do anything, are you? Because it seems all hopeless anyway. So this is this spot, if you find yourself in that, then there's a really good argument for choosing to just stop going ahead down that route, unless you are willing to change your mind about how you're going to look at it. Because when you're not seeing possibilities and you're not willing, there's no point. So let's have a little look at moving over to here. So let's say we increase our willingness. So we've got more willingness over here, but we really can't see any possibilities. So how are we going to be thinking and feeling about things if we're in that place? We might be really keen to do things, but if everything feels like it's banging your head against a brick wall, or there's no possibility, or there's no light at the end of the tunnel, it's going to be really disheartening and exhausting. And we're going to run out of willingness very, very quickly. So it's important to make sure that we can always find possibilities in things. So if we find ourselves that we're over here, we're keen, but it just feels like there's not much point, then it's really good to have a look, dig into what the possibilities are, and whether in fact we are not seeing some of the possibilities that could be there. So what about if we're here and we see lots of possibilities, endless amounts of possibilities, but we really are unwilling to do the work. So we just have not got willingness. So that is actually frustration in itself, and it can lead to a huge amount of self-esteem issues, because it's like, the world is my oyster, but I can't be bothered to do it. The reality is if you really dig into it, if you're not willing to do it, there may be a reason for that. It might be you're going down the wrong route. It might be it's not the right way forward for you. It might be it just doesn't suit you. But if we're unwilling to move forward, even when there is possibility, then it's really worthwhile just having a little think about, why is it that I am doing that? Because the more understanding we have about our motivations for doing things, the more we can actually find true motivation to get things done. Because of course, the ideal place, this is the sweet spot where we want to be. And this is when we have got lots and lots of willingness. First of all, we're keen to do things, but also we can see the possibilities. So when we're wanting to go forward, when we're wanting to keep our energy high, when we're wanting to keep stepping forward towards whatever it is that we want in our life, this is the sweet spot that we're looking for, when we see possibilities and we feel willing to do it. So this little grid has been very useful, as I say, to lots of my personal clients, as well as to my business mentoring clients, for looking at where they might be procrastinating in their life, or where they're just, stuff's on the to-do list, it's not getting done, what's going on there. Sometimes it's as simple as a little reframe that'll fix it. Other times it needs to do a bit of work on it. And sometimes when we dig into it, there's a really good reason not to do it at all. So this is an interesting little thing for you to have a look at. So have fun thinking about that. Yep, talk to you next time. Bye for now. Gail Landetta here.